after they killed, they shot the women, children, and old people. And after that, now this is where my relative story comes in. That means part of the day is done. That's when they start putting all their stuff together. The tents and wagons and everything, they drag them over there. And they put them on fire, Then they drag the women that are wounded, and they're trying to take care of the little ones, or the wounded. They drag them over there. Now this is where there is a world of difference here. This is the story that you'll never hear. You'll never see it, because they're ashamed of that, They raped them women.
My dad used to get mad about it. So did my grandparents. So it wasn't easy. And it's hard to talk about this here. And our great-grandmother had two girls. And when they started shooting at them, she had one on her back. She was carrying one of the younger girls on her back. And she was holding on to the one that could walk, the one that could run. And so they started running. They shot our grandmother. This isn't something that happened and forget about it. It's still, the hurt is still there.
Our mother would tell us the story and she'd start crying, and it made us feel bad, and then it seemed like we have to carry that on too. But there's somewhere that has to stop, and we have to heal up and continue on.
Basically murdered there at Wounded Knee, and a lot of us bloodlines were kept alive. We're here today because our relatives had left and they fled that area. They had to. It wasn't by choice. It was by necessity to be able to live so that we may live. And the thing is that Takini, the word is to die and come back again. Survivors. And what they gave us in return is life. So what we do with our life ultimately is our choice. But remember what they had to go through for us to be here. Remember the choices that you make in life and what we're doing here today. Remember these things, because our relatives gave their own lives for us to be here. They're the laws that they gave us to take care of one another, to be good to one another, and to love one another. This is the way.
Through the cold and the wind, we ran 75 miles the first day, December 29th, the 122nd memorial of the massacre at Wounded Knee. We ran as far as the Badlands, as far as what they call Bigfoot Pass, which is the actual path that Spotted Elk's band took down toward Wounded Knee. And we stayed at Crazy Horse School that night. We were fed by Mavis Badcob, and we left the next morning and ran about 90 miles all the way to Bridger, South Dakota, on some of the back roads, and we were carried by our amazing young runners who aged in range from 8 years old to 12 years old, and they're strong. Our people are strong, and we're gonna make it.
Oh ya ta ke ha ya cha se ya ma ya ta pi cha he ble he me che ya o he ta ta ka yo ta ke he ya ke ya pe he hoi.
I told my dad I looked off to the side and I just had this huge lump in my throat. Like, I just really wanted to cry and let everything go. But when I couldn't, I was confused at first. I didn't know maybe what. And then I remembered my dream that I was like, oh, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be running for. And I got really happy. I mean, it was, every time I ran, I was really happy.
This run is about changing our story. We're not victims. We're victors. We're rising. We had fathers and daughters. We had mothers and daughters. And we had Wally Little Moon, who turned 63 years old on the day of the massacre. And we had our youth. We had our women. We had our grandmothers, our aunties and our uncles and our grandfathers and our ancestors running with us. We could feel it. And we're honored and we're happy to carry it on into the future.